Hi guys, today is going to be a very different video. I'm going to do a video about these two homemade stamp books. That's one of them. This is the second bigger one. I'm going to show you what I've got inside of them. There's some stamps in here in places. I've got different ones in there. But I'm going to show you something in which I've got now. I've got some different stamps, and these are, as you can see on the label, GB Queen II. All these different ones are just different stamps in an envelope and are all Great Britain, and I've just put Queen on them because some of them do have things like that. But I'm just going to line them up. Yeah, I'm using my fingers, but some people do use a pair of tweezers, but I don't always do that because it takes longer. But these are just stamps that I've got. These you have to lick most of them anyway. But the ones I've got here, I want to know if any stamp collectors out there do like when they collect stamps. Is there a specific stamp that you go for? With me, it's just world stamps. But with these ones in particular, you can see me handling at the moment, it's, are they going to be in circulation much longer? Are there going to be any worth to them? And because the Queen stamps are coming out of circulation, it's whether or not we're going to keep collecting them. Are they worth collecting anymore? If there's anyone out there that seems to know of the answer to this, or knows a bit more about this topic than I do, please comment below, because I'd be very interested as if to know if anybody knows of anything. Any stamps out there that's you just think there'd be of interest, share it on this channel. And then we may be able to reach more people on this. Because as I say, I've got all different, some are franked, some aren't. But I'm just going to have a little show of what the ones I've got. Right, here are some of the stamps I've got. I'm just going to angle this camera on my knee so you can see. Pardon my bad camera skills though. Right. We have stuff like this. That's a nice one. Let's try and let the camera focus. Bear with me while I let that camera. That one. I'm going to turn it around so you can read that one. Hockney one. That I think Saltaire. And then we've got a few others. We've got this one. Again, let me just... And then we've got things like this. Now I could just bleat on about different ones that I've got, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of a glide over. These are just some that I have on this one. Now, I know some of these may not be rare, some might not be very valuable, but if anybody knows anything about stamps in particular and likes anything about them, just let me know what you think. Because it's alright me saying, oh, it's interesting just to organise them and put them into a book. Yeah, it's a good hobby to have. That's not my interest. My interest is, does anybody know anything about the ones that are to do with the Queen? The 3D ones, 3 decimal, or any other Queen stamp? Because there's going to be a problem where most of the ones with the Queen's face on them aren't going to be worth anything. And I don't know whether or not the ones I'm showing you now, Queen's face on that one, are any of these going to be any good to keep? I'm just going to put the camera down. I'm going to get my book. These two books here and here. I've got a few different ones and I just want to sort them out and find out what I've got and what I haven't. Because some of the stamps that I've got, I just need to sort them. Figure out exactly what I've got. Exactly what I'm going to do with them. And sort them into a book, because I can't just keep doing what I'm doing and just keep them in envelopes and not do naught with them, because that isn't sorting them out and getting them into books. And that's what we need to do. We need to organise them. So I'm going to get my book. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get my book and I'm going to label parts of it. Great Britain, Australia, and just label it and then put them in. Might not be the wise idea. Excuse me. But it's going to solve a big problem. Because most of the ones I've got, I'll be able to get into my book. And then we'll be able to go from there. As long as they're sorted into an album, that is the main goal of this. To work out, to get them into an album. Obviously I can't do this one-handed. And make sure we get them into the album and then we know what we've got where. So if anybody is interested in doing stamps of any kind, I'm just going to do a multiple different things on my YouTube channel. Do with my animals, to do with different hobbies and interests. And if anybody takes an interest in this, you can follow. You can go and you can see what I'm doing. Whoops. Yeah, a lot of people will be like screaming at me for different things, but this is just a personal hobby that I don't know much about, that I want to reach out to people that do know, and I want to reach out to people that may be able to assist and advise. I am not good at this as a hobby, I just getting into it. I'm taking an interest in a hobby, and if someone wants to judge me on that hobby, just go somewhere else. If you don't like what I'm doing, move on. Find somewhere else to go, watch something else. Because I just want to make sure this hobby I'm doing is something I enjoy for myself, and somebody else can enjoy something else. I'm just going to write what these ones are. And then I'm going to just do another page and keep going. And keep going and keep going. Until I come to a standstill of I don't know. Because I can't keep things in envelopes and just not know what I'm doing with them. There's got to be a way of organising them, sorting them out, putting them into a book. There's many hobbies some people can have. You can let me know in the comments down below what hobby you have and the interest it has to you. You can talk about the hobby, you can gain friends through a hobby. I just want to share videos of my hobby, what I like to do on this channel, and then people can share their own feedback, whatever you want to do. But this is my hobby, this is what I like to do. I like to make videos. I like people to enjoy what I'm doing. And I know there's people out there that do like this hobby. But it's up to you whether or not you enjoy that. Whether you're not, it's up to you. But I enjoy doing what I do. Whether or not you like it, it's up to you. If there is a specific way to do this better, or you want to let me know and guide me in any way with when doing it, if you don't like what I'm doing, that's perfectly fine as well. I don't mind an opinion. I'll just block people who be nasty. Any nasty comments, being nasty about whatever reason, I'll block you. Because we don't need nastiness. We just need people that are being kind and sharing an interest in something that somebody else does. I could go on and on and on about all sorts. I'm not going to have a rant, because I am going to come back to you after I have done this page. Right guys, I've just completed this page now, put it all in one page, and these are the Dutch stamps. So I'm just going to get my pen, like I did before, and I'm just going to put D-U-T-C-H there. Excuse me. And then I'm going to continue with all these different ones until we find we've got no more envelopes, because that is all what stamp collecting is about. But this one doesn't have a name on this envelope, so we need to look at what this is, find out what they are. Some of them are India, I think. Oops, sorry about the knocking of that. That says Dutch on it. India. Let's have a quick look at what some of these are. Not quite sure what they are actually. But yeah, there's a lot of different ones I've got. I'm not going to give that person's details out on top of that one. Got these ones. These I got from on eBay. Different sorts of ones on here. They're all mixed up, but they're all on there. I'm going to organise these. And then again with these. Again with these. And again with these. I'm going to organise them into the book that I've got. Yes, some people say you can keep them on here, but these are all mixed up. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my own to sort out multiple stamps that I've got. See what we can do. So you can find the answer to this multiple assorted problem with stamps. Because these are Great Britain, so I'm just going to put them in a Great Britain section like that. And then eventually you will make a book that you might be able to sell off online or whatever you want to do for somebody else to keep and enjoy. Probably not the right way to pick up a stamp, but it's the way I'm doing it right now. Just because I shouldn't really do that, but I just did. It's just a whoopsie daisy situation at the moment. And I know I've just shown you a pair of tweezers, but right now they're on the top of that, so they'll work fine. And we'll just keep putting them in the book. Keep putting them in and putting them in and putting them in to end up with a page pretty much like that, or like that. If anybody likes different things to do with this, then please do comment on it, because I will like to do more videos on this or any other one. And I know this is probably going to be a very boring long video and you might not want to hear it, but if you don't, move on, because we don't all need negative input in this situation. If you don't like what I'm doing, go somewhere else, like I said before. If you do like this video and you like the content I'm putting out, I would like people to follow me more. I would like more follows, but I can't say, oh please follow me now or I'll do this. You follow me or you don't follow me, it's your choice. If you don't like me talking about my stamps, you don't like me talking about anything else, then please do follow me. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. I ain't going to force you to follow me if you don't like what I'm doing here. I just want to gain an interest in other people and what they're like with their hobbies. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's up to you. But I'm just going to finish off what I'm doing here, putting these all in here, because these are all Great British ones. And then we're just going to leave it after we've done this, because these ones, after this, I just want to take a break. Something like that. And then you get, eventually, after keep going, you'll get a few like that. You stamp book and you'll fill it up. Any questions? Please put in the comments. Please like, subscribe this video, and thank you very much for watching.